everyone and welcome to this video. Today I'll be reviewing the Nespresso Vertuo POP coffee machine. At this point, I have been using the Nespresso Vertuo POP coffee machine for about 9 months, so I feel pretty confident making this review. So before we begin, I have something to declare. I received this coffee machine at a Nespresso event in November 2022. There were no strings attached whatsoever. I've been using it every day ever since. So I have not been asked by Nespresso or any other company to make this review. This is just my honest opinion that I have formed after using this machine for the past 9 months. If I can't be completely honest with you whenever I'm making a review, there's really no point of me making a review at all, because that won't be helpful at all to anyone watching. And then I'll end up just having wasted my own time and everyone else's time, and that makes no sense whatsoever. So a completely transparent review of this coffee machine coming up. Before I got the Vertuo POP, I was using the Nespresso Latissima coffee machine, and I've been very happy with that machine for about 3 or 4 years. I think I got it in 2019, so about 4 years. I've had that now, and I've used it for about 3 years. So I know that machine pretty well also, and I'm just saying this so you know where I'm coming from. I've been used to using the traditional Nespresso system before changing to the Vertuo system, because there are 2 different systems. It's just so you know that I am also familiar with the traditional Nespresso pots and coffee machines. And now that I've stated all of that, let's move on to the review. So the design of the Vertuo POP is very minimal, and the machine is fairly small, which is good, especially if you don't have a lot of countertop space. The Vertuo POP comes in many different colorful designs, but I love to keep it simple, so mine is of course black and white. The Vertuo coffee machines are different than the traditional Nespresso coffee machines because of the pots. So as you can see here, these 2 are pretty different. The pots have a totally different shape, and the thought behind that is that each pot has a barcode along the edge, and the coffee maker can read this code, and depending on the barcode and pot size, it can make different sized cups of coffee, which I think is pretty cool. And because of this, the pots also vary in size. So if you want to make a big cup of coffee, you will need one of the bigger pots. This one makes 230 milliliters, so that's like a big mug of coffee. And if you want to make an espresso, you will need one of the small ones. This is 40 milliliters, and this pot will make you 150 milliliters of coffee. This one, it's actually the same size as the one that will make you 150 milliliters. This is just going to be much more concentrated, because this one is meant for iced lattes, and this one is just meant as a regular cup of coffee. So the Vertuo POP can make anything from a 40 milliliter espresso shot to a 230 milliliter cup of coffee, whereas the traditional Nespresso machines can only make 2 sizes, an espresso and a lungo. These are both small amounts, so if you prefer a machine that can make a large cup of coffee, the Vertuo POP or the bigger version, the Vertuo Next, might be something for you. The Vertuo Next works in the same way, it's just bigger, and because of that, it can make up to 500 milliliters of coffee, which is enough for a small pitcher of coffee. They also recently released a Vertuo machine that has a milk container that allows you to make warm lattes. So that one's actually a bit like the Nespresso Latissima that I have been using for years, except that you have to use the Vertuo pots in that machine. But let's get back to the Vertuo POP. It is very easy to use. You simply just fill the water tank and place it back here onto the machine. Now the lid is locked, so you have to turn it over here to unlock it. Then you press the only button there is, and the machine will start heating up, and it needs about 30 seconds to do that. Then you can place your preferred pot right here, press down the lid, and turn it to lock it. Then you press the button once again, and your coffee will start brewing. It's pretty simple, but as always, there are pros and cons to any product, and I'm gonna list those for you. So let's do the cons first. The water tank on this machine is small, so if you prefer bigger cups of coffee, you'll have to fill the water tank very often. It's not that big of a problem, but it can be pretty annoying if you're the type of person who easily forgets to refill it and don't realize it until you try to make yourself some coffee and the machine starts complaining because the tank is empty. Unlike the pots used for the traditional Nespresso machines, the Vertuo pots can only be bought from Nespresso themselves, and they've also done a collab with Starbucks, but these are still Nespresso pots and not third-party pots. The Vertuo pots are patented and therefore no other company can manufacture these. The Nespresso Vertuo pots are more expensive than the third-party pots that you can get for the traditional Nespresso systems at the supermarket, and they are also less convenient to buy because you can only get them at original Nespresso stores or online at Nespresso's own web shop. So these are more expensive and less convenient to buy because you can't get them at any grocery store. At least not here in Denmark, but there are grocery stores in other countries that sell the Vertuo Starbucks pots, but those are still Nespresso pots because Nespresso has this collaboration with Starbucks going on. This is definitely less convenient. However, Nespresso offers super fast delivery. For example, if I place an order before noon on a weekday, I usually will receive the package the next day, and delivery is free if you place an order above $35. The closing mechanism is sometimes a little tricky. I find that you have to press it down super hard in order for it to close completely, and I've experienced that the coffee comes out up here instead of down here and into the mug a couple of times, and it was completely overflowing with coffee. My experience is that whenever my Vertuo Pop or my Latissima has been acting out, descaling them usually is the answer, but not always. We actually thought that our Latissima machine was dead for a couple of months, but it turns out it just needed to be recalibrated. We found a guide here on YouTube that showed us how, and now it works perfectly again like it has since we got it in 2019. So now I want to move on to the pros, and luckily I also have a lot of good things to say about this coffee machine. So this coffee machine is actually really cheap if you compare it to other coffee machines on the market, and also if you compare it to other coffee machines from Nespresso. The Vertuo Pop is only $129 on Nespresso's own site, and sometimes if you're lucky you can even find it on sale for half the price. I've actually seen it on sale here in Denmark for less than $50, so that's really cheap. So even though the machine itself has some flaws, and even though the pots are harder to get a hold of because you can't get them at regular supermarkets, the price kind of makes up for it. And I also love the design and the size of this machine. Mine is pretty neutral, but it also comes in many different colors if you like things to be a little more colorful and exciting. And I also love that it doesn't take up a ton of space on the countertop. That is something that is really important to me. It's also cool that you can make many different sized cups of coffee with this machine, and I really like the versatility of that. And here comes the reason why I actually prefer the Vertuo coffee machine over the traditional Nespresso coffee machines. The Vertuo machine actually produces more foam when the coffee is brewing, and therefore it has a more creamy texture that I really appreciate, especially because my morning coffee is usually an iced latte, and that foam really just adds something extra to it, and I love it. It's just the best treat ever, and I really want to show this difference to you. So here we have an espresso shot made with my Nespresso Latissima, and over here we also have an espresso shot, but this one was made with the Vertuo machine. See what I mean? I usually make a 40 milliliter decaf espresso shot, and then I add milk until the glass is full, and that extra creaminess from the foam is just so good. If I have ice cubes on hand, I add some as well, and sometimes I go for a double shot if I want a stronger coffee taste. And I am actually one of the few people, at least I imagine that there aren't a lot of us, that only drink coffee for the taste and not for the caffeine. So I usually go for decaf pots, and the way that you can see which pots are decaf is actually really simple. If you have a decaf pot, there will be a small red ring all the way around the pot. So my conclusion is that, as I said earlier, I think the price of this machine, especially if you can find it on sale, makes up for the few flaws that it has. So if you want to be able to make delicious coffee with a nice bit of creamy foam on top, and if you like the versatility of having a coffee machine that can brew different sized cups of coffee, and that on top of all that doesn't cost that much compared to many other coffee machines on the market, you should definitely go for the Vertuo Pop machine. However, if none of that is a game changer for you in any way, you might as well just go for one of the traditional Nespresso coffee machines, I'd say. And now I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more interior and lifestyle content and more reviews, and I will have a new video for you again very soon.